Doctor.
Yo, excuse me. What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world it could be, with just be right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you for pull up on me, man. And finally, I got to talk about Diddy. Okay. All right. Glad this shit over with. So I'm sick and tired of seeing you niggas know all the details and listen, man. I don't know, bro. I understand like the content shit, but it's some shit, man, for me where it's just like, nah, I'm cool. All right. I leave this shit to like the lead attorney or somebody. Okay. Once I heard the details, like I guess like day whatever, the first week, I'm cool, man. That's why I couldn't. This shit was too freaky for me, brother. Okay. Too freaky for me. All right. Shout out to TBE Trucking for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. I'm just saying, man. I saw a lot of y'all niggas doing way too much smiling and you know, and happiness and reporting all of these motherfucking freak off activities with these fucking men.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Man, hold up. I don't do that gay shit now.
Yeah, you niggas is way too invested, man, and had all the details and smiles on your face talking about, you know, man juices being put on other men and shit, right? But hey, it is what it is. The Diddy verdict is in. He was not found guilty, and I think we called it, right? I definitely said it. They didn't have enough for the RICO. They didn't get him for either one of the 2 sex trafficking charges. But I think they got him for prostitutes across state lines. And that's, if we talked about it briefly, that's what we said. They was definitely gonna get him on one of the prostitution charges, but they got him on both. And now I think at least it's like a year or probation or something, and at most he could get 10 years. I don't see them giving this man 10 years for, you know, a prostitute across state lines. But the repercussions of it were a huge precedent again in these situations that we have to understand and realize, right? Um, but first we gotta talk about you niggas, man. Listen, man, niggas are the funniest people on the planet, okay? By far, man. Listen, there's no funnier group of people on the planet than the African American person. Nobody. Okay. The top 5 comedians of all time are all black. And then you might start even considering the white folks after that. Okay. But without a doubt, top 5 funniest people that ever walked this fucking earth, niggas. Okay. Without a doubt. It's not even in question. Okay. Yeah, time. How long was he in there? Was he in there for a year? The trial didn't go a year. How long was he related? Like 6 months? He was like some months. He was in there for months. So he been in custody since the thing, right? TBE, man. Like, come on, we finna get to it, man. And this is what I can't stand, man. Listen, man. There's time and place for everything. But come on, man. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all making us look bad, dog. Okay. And niggas run shit in the ground. Just like that. I hate when anything's trendy or anything's whatever, niggas run it in the ground. Okay. Nigga, every time I motherfucking hear they not like us, I start gritting my fucking teeth. Okay. Sick of it. You niggas played that song on repeat for at least fucking 30 days straight. And then the nigga fucked around and did it at the Super Bowl, and you did it another 30 days after that. Sick of y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas don't know how to do nothing in moderation. That's why all you niggas out here junkies and addicts. Niggas are the worst when it comes to motherfucking moderation. Niggas are the worst. Niggas don't understand enough. Okay? Niggas can't spell it, can't define it, don't understand it enough. No, what does that mean? Yeah, man, I already got a true hype. I already commented on it, brother. I already got it, man. It's already queued up. Shout out to True Hype for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. People pouring baby oil outside the court. Link said, yeah, bro, I already got it, man. I appreciate you for looking out, though, bro. Listen, man. Look at these white folks. Hold on. Look at the good old white people in the back. Oh, what are they doing? What's going on here? I mean, he just won the trial, so they're gonna celebrate out here on the stairs. Let's watch and see. Let's look. For one, man, listen, man, brotherfuckers is always out of control. Okay, that's all. That's the first thing. Lord Jesus. Yeah, no. It really was, man. If Eric Magruder ever came back, this trial right here would be gold. Now, listen, a dark skinned woman in man underwear, a tube top, and a blue wig, and she snatched the wig off her head while being squirted with baby oil in public. Y'all want to make black women look bad. Y'all just want to bash black women. Y'all just want to talk shit about black women. Ma'am, I am not in fucking New York. I don't know this woman. I would never suggest that anyone participate and act this way, even in private, not to mention public. I'm just talking about it because this silly bitch did it. Okay. Yeah, listen. Listen. It's always a certain skin tone of them that do it. Anything for attention, man. Anything for attention, dog.
I don't know what she gonna do, y'all.
The lady said I can't turn my camera off, and this clown ass nigga here, I don't even know what the hell this is about. This is crazy. Okay, the bigger the crowd, the dumber the crowd, man. Niggas in a gathering at this point in my life, I'm going the other way. Okay, nigga, you either get shot with some or you get splashed with something. Okay, shot or splashed. I don't want neither one of them. Okay, now how hard it is to get baby oil out of something, and because you want to be nosy, you want to be in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in the moment. Now you got baby oil residual because it's hot out there. She jumping and flailing around, so now it ain't just baby oil; it's baby oil and her sweat. She don't look like she smell good at all. She's not look like anything on her is fresh. Okay. Now I got motherfucking baby oil mixed with badussy on my lip. Okay. All right. I can't eat nothing for the whole day. I got to fast. I got to do a 48-hour fast. Peel all the skin off my lip. Crazy. Indeed, Snow Patrol. Indeed. It's always the ugly ones that got all the shit to say and want the attention. Shout out to Highway Skinny for the membership message. Greatly appreciate it, brother.
You're too down with the gang. You're one of my members.
What's wrong with y'all? You niggas is crazy. Yeah, man. Niggas is definitely crazy. And look at this shit, bro. These are older people. That's a grandma right there. That's a great grandma right there. This lady right here, she got to be in her 60s. This lady right here in her 50s. Y'all gathering around for these shenanigans? Fake academics right here. Niggas never get tired of making niggas look like all the stereotypical shit they say about niggas, man. Oh man, you shouldn't care what people think. You know that's not how the world works. It's just crazy as to where we don't see the fucking Asians doing this shit. We don't see the people from Israel doing this shit. Eating the Mexicans. Only niggas. Only niggas, bro.
I don't know what she gonna do, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know what she gonna do either. But terrible, man. Terrible. And again, they'll be coming at my neck talking about how I was, being a colorist against a dark skinned woman. No, that bitch ugly. Okay? She ugly. She bad built, and she out here got a blue wig on, and she fucking getting sprayed by random baby oil outside of a courthouse. How we just focused on that? Oh, here we go. I've yet to see a thick Asian twerk in public. Oh, there go Prime. They on your bumper, brother. But outside of that, man, now let's get into the particulars, right? Let me pull up the what's the name. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh that shit. Meantime, between time, man, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Pushed together a little bit to make room, but there were attorneys for some of the witnesses. The U.S. attorney for the Southern, an experienced federal prosecutor. She actually has a background in footage of.
Listen, man, this sketch artist is wild, bro. These sketch artists painting in like the good times painting, well, not the good times, it's the painting they're using good times. I think it was the album cover for Marvin Gaye. I think, right? But the picture they use in good times, that style of that style of painting, it's just, it makes it kind of, it makes it fucking hilarious.
And today, prosecutors said a single freak off is enough. That the jury just had to find.
Bro, putting freak off in a lexicon of fucking white people, another thing, hilarious, bro. Freak offs like has replaced orgies, I guess trains, any type of group sex activity outside of motherfucking threesomes, I guess, right? Is a freak off. Did you know there are freak off clubs? Now, see, that's what got me, right? Because there are sex clubs around the country. Sex clubs, swinger clubs. Okay? Like one of the worst kept secrets at this time. Now, back in my younger years, I always wanted to get into one, but then I understood that, like, no, man, they ain't checking no motherfucking STDs. Motherfuckers just got whatever amount of money they can show up, and all it takes is one. All right. Now you got that Nestle Crunch for life. Feel me? Y'all upside down pineapple niggas. Okay, walking through the motherfucking. I didn't learn about that shit till I would say what, like 2010 or something. You know what that upside down pineapple mean, don't you? Nah, what the fuck that shit mean? Yeah, see, yeah, man. And them niggas ain't doing no blood work, no piss test, no nothing. They just in there. What? Wait, what? There's a swinger club called Gay 90s. Well, that nigga know what the hell he getting. The I don't know if it's so I know in certain states you're not allowed to record. It's up to the judge's discretion to whether or not video recording would be allowed. So that's why it was never on TV. We were getting pretty much just the repeat of the journalist and whatever that was taking it, because they didn't allow cameras in the courtroom. I don't know if it was due to law or just the judge's discretion. So I know, like in Virginia, they changed that law to where you can't even have your phone in the courthouse. Like before you go up, you gotta pay. That was one of the things they were getting off and getting over on people with. You gotta fucking pay like $1 or whatever to lock your phone in a fucking locker, right? Before you can even go up in the courthouse. Yeah, man, them white dudes be all about it. The white dudes and listen, BABGs, man, listen, bro. That shit there. Them old white ladies will come up on you in a minute. Oh, you big and strong. Yeah, we like you. We, bitch. What the hell you mean we? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You ain't French. You got on a Confederate flag motherfucking tube top. You ain't French, bitch. What is this we? Some old white man sitting back somewhere smiling at you. Get the hell on away from around me. Go on, Susan. This nigga ain't finna be fucking jacking off in the corner while I'm hitting you from the back. No. Exactly. Yeah. No. No. No, sir. One dick, that's it. Only one dick is allowed in the room, baby, when I'm going to work. I don't need no spectators, okay? Getting to the bottom of that pussy is not a spectator sport, baby.
Don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina, the root of your vagina.
But they don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And Diddy done fucked this up because Diddy on that type shit. Diddy's the fucking ultimate cuck now. Niggas can't say we ain't on it no more. Diddy was fucking passing motherfucking Cassie around. The more dicks, the better. Pause. Jesus. And this nigga was using motherfucking other men's sperm for ointment. This nigga was getting Neil's sperm for real. How old were you when you found out that it wasn't Neil's sperm? It was Neosporin. Okay? Hey, whoa. Hold on now. That ain't what they say. Put some Neil sperm on it. Now, grandma, you done had me calling that shit Neil sperm for 17 years. All you country niggas, that's what it been. Let's stop that. Let's change it. Neosporin. Not no Neil sperm. Even though they on some Neil sperm shit. Come on, rub it on me, baby. Take that. Crazy. Fucking bananas.
That sex trafficking elements were met. The defense did not call any witnesses and relied on cross-examination to poke holes in the accounts of the witnesses, look for him to repeat some of that, and to portray Cassie Ventura and Jane not as victims of sex trafficking, but as willing girlfriends.
And that's the important part. That's exactly what it was. Listen, bro. This whole Me Too shit, bro, is the most dangerous thing that has ever been allowed in the history of this country when it comes to men. Okay, women being able to retract their permission and consent after the fact, bro. That's a dangerous game. That's an extremely dangerous game, bro. And a lot of women are starting to understand and realize, bro, hey, not every woman that says she a victim, a lot of these women that claim they're victims, they're not victims. It's a reason she don't motherfucking go report it, because there's nothing to report. Okay? Any woman that is sexually violated or whatever, so on and so forth, bro, go right to the motherfucking hospital and they get the sample, they get all the different things, so on and so forth, get the evidence, is right there. Never easier. Right? Again, not saying that every woman is lying. Let me be clear on that. But what we're saying is, when we get these high ass numbers of, 6 out of every 10 women has been, molested or, sexually assaulted in their lifetime and all this other shit, and I'm just like, 6 out of 10, 60%? Bro, that's high, man. That's high. Ain't that many niggas out here taking pussy like that for the numbers to even count that way. Again, you have 1% of the men, or less than 1% of the men that account for the majority of the, essay, right? Very, very small percentage of men. Thank God. Okay. In the craziest motherfucking most liberal place ever, they got this shit right. And they didn't allow a woman that was clearly benefiting from the lifestyle, the connections, the everything, right? For years on years on years, where even though she was abused, she kept coming back and she was help orchestrating the freak offs and she was a willing participant. Okay. She was a scheduler. This bitch was trying to get off to and do her own freak offs and shit, branch off to her own freak off. How the hell is she gonna say she was motherfucking sex trafficked? This bitch was, she was orchestrating the shit. Again, thank God. Because had motherfuckers not understood that shit, bro, and let it slide now, and we've seen this happen time and time again. The statute of limitations should be just that. Okay. Once the statute of limitations are up, okay, for an adult woman about something that allegedly happened, it shouldn't even, bro, that shit shouldn't even be brought to the public. I'm sorry. I know it's harsh. I know it's whatever it may, but no, there's especially in this day and age to where women have all the access and women have all the support and women have all the resources, bro. I do not want to hear about a guy that did something to you 20 years ago and you guys remained friends after the fact and you hung out and you were cool. And then just one day you realize, oh, I was taken. He forced me. Only once he gets in, coming to some money, only once he's about to hit some type of prestigious accomplishment in his life. Come on, bro. What are we doing? We gotta get out of the bullshit. This is why I say men are fucking up. Men have to change the laws to where, hey, if a woman falsely accused, it's proven that a woman falsely accuses a man of any type of sexual impropriety, bro, she gets the time he gonna get. Hands down. That's gonna deter the victim. No, it's not. If you're a victim, again, go to the hospital, get a rape kit, make the police report, and go through the proper channels. That right there tells me, for one, like you said, that in itself is gonna be. Now don't pull that bitch in Denver shit and wait 3 days, and then once they finally motherfucking take the sample, you got a petri dish worth of semen samples in your underwear. Don't do that, But that's the type of time we gotta change this shit over, bro.
Participated in Sean Combs's polyamorous lifestyle for years.
Aaron Kontursky there at the courthouse for us. Thank you so much, Aaron. Now to break down what we heard today, ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer is joining me. I'm curious what stood out to you.
I think what stood out to me and what probably stood out to a lot of people are all the different ways that Sean Combs can be found guilty, especially when it comes to that RICO conspiracy. Now, yesterday we talked about the fact that they just have to find.
Thank you so much for your insight.
Still
ahead, after more than 6 weeks of testimony about alleged sex, drugs, and violence, we're going to break down the prosecution's closing arguments.
In terms of the weak moment, well, one really good feedback, but I think it's because the Southern District of New York, they don't let cameras.
Here you go. I saw that guy earlier, and I guess it was a different thing because I know it was the right guy because I saw him. But here it goes.
Kira had to fill out this form, which lists the charges, proven, not proven, the predicate crimes, and whether Sean Combs is not guilty or guilty. On count 1, the racketeering conspiracy charge, Sean Combs has been found not guilty.
Every drug dealer, drug enterprise, or whatever, bro, should feel a little bit safer with all these RICOs that are falling apart. overcharging for these RICOs, wasting you know, the public's time, wasting the public's money, all this other shit. These DAs are gonna have to fall trying to charge a lot of these RICOs with all these huge public failures. Okay, overcharging is a thing. Huh? So who? What you mean? Okay. Thug got off of his, even though he didn't really get off, and then got 20 years of probation. Right? 20 years of probation, though, is still, you know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity. All right. Diddy, for the most part, I'm looking at, they're talking about him probably getting like maybe 10 years of probation or some shit like that. Yeah.
Guilty of racketeering conspiracy, perhaps the most complicated charge for the jury to understand. The count one had provided for a number of predicate acts, but the jury does not have to get into that because they have found Sean Combs not guilty of leading a criminal enterprise, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy. They will now move.
Again, man, the dude wasn't, I don't understand how you can get a RICO charge for sex parties. That in itself was crazy. And then we get into the, you know, tinfoil hat part of it to where, hey, if you don't think that this was some type of humiliation ritual and a humbling thing for fucking Diddy because this nigga got out of the line and he spoke too loud about the wrong shit to the wrong people, I don't know what to tell you, bro. This was a definitely, hey, you need to know your place, nigga. We made you, nigga, situation. And we literally, if you go back in the time and you see it happening, it literally all happened in a row. He said the shit he said about the whole the Ciroc thing, right? The branding or whatever. The liquor people, they got rid of his ass, and then not too long after that, you know, the Cassie's lawsuit shit leaked, right? He made this stupid ass statement about it being all lies, and then directly following that, what? The evidence tape that was supposed to be erased and been gone for like 10 years ago, show the fuck up. Now he's forced to motherfucking pay the settlement money through his I think it was like his publishing or whatever it was, through his insurance, right? And then they motherfucking put Fed charge on him for a fucking RICO. Okay. Again, this makes no sense. A RICO for fucking sex parties is wild, bro. Crazy. Every fucking college campus and every last one of these fucking sex clubs. Come on, bro. Listen, I'm gonna say this too. I don't know. Certain shit is allowed to what's the name? Now, they ain't cleaned it up some, but if you ever been up or down I-75 in Georgia, bruh, there are so many Asian massage parlor billboards, nigga. If you know what I mean. Me love you long time. Ah, tubu cool. So, brother, you hear me? Them truck driving niggas, bro. Before that white boy went crazy and he went to all the different Asian massage parlors. But bro, clearly, you know what time it is. You know what the fuck that ain't just no regular massage, baby. Okay? All right. So, brother. All right. Exactly. All right. She about to empty them balls. Bro, these cops be knowing what the fuck going on, bro. All right. Everybody know what the fuck that shit is. It's just that, like, hey, once upon a time or whatever, somebody get out of line, they don't pay their little whatever they got to do, or shit get too hot, they run a raid, and then, you know, but then it's always back to fucking what's the name? It's, bro, they everywhere. Everywhere, bro. If there's a military town, nigga, if it's a military town, they definitely there. Them white boys love it. Yeah, man, went to the massage parlor this weekend. Bro. Suling? Elite. If she's not there, bro, I don't even go in. Like Sue Ling's not there, I'll come back later. I'll reschedule.
Move to the other 4 counts, 2 of them on sex trafficking and on and we have not guilty now on count 2, which was sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of sex trafficking when it comes to his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura.
Again, you couldn't sex traffic somebody that was traveling with this man who had a history of him paying her money and all these different things and so on and so forth. This is the serious part of this, right? And niggas was talking about this, and this was partially right. That precedent would have been set to where if you flying with your old lady or your girl, right, she get mad because of whatever the fuck happened to go down. Now this bitch can call the police and say, hey, he sex trafficked me. Okay, he brought me here with the intent to have sex and so on and so forth, and I don't want to have sex, or I was forced against my will to have sex and all that shit and so on and so forth, bro. That shit right there was nothing to play with. Okay, now definitely let that shit go too far with the whole pimping and pandering, right? To where now that shit automatically comes with a human trafficking charge. And I'm gonna talk about one of these cases that recently got found here in Texas, right? Bro, my nigga, play with that pimping shit if you want to. Niggas get more years for pimping than murder, bro. Pimping, sex trafficking charge, bro. That's all he's saying, bro. 20 to life. All right. But clearly, this was a major win for all men because, bro, what you come to find out what women would do, bro, women will play dirty ass games. And bro, it's getting to the point of where I don't even know how to say it or call it, but it's getting to the point of where it's like, bro, niggas have no recourse. You literally got to get everything in writing and NDAs and shit for regular niggas or whatever. Because look, Diddy got money, right? Diddy got bread. Diddy can fight whatever charge it comes, but a bitch lie on your ass, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
There was a real debate that the jury heard over the course of the last 2 months about consent and coercion and the complications of deciding when an 11-year relationship between Combs and Cassie Ventura may have become a criminal one. And the jury decided.
The bitch almost drowned in piss, bro. We ain't trying to hear no motherfucking coercion. She loved it. Not liked it. She loved it. The bitch was transporting sperm, okay, from her body to another man's body. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
It was not criminal sex trafficking when Sean Combs committed what his attorneys freely admitted was domestic abuse, as you saw in that video. He has been found not guilty now on racketeering conspiracy, not guilty on sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura. He has been found guilty on count 3, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. He has also been found guilty on count 5, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. These charges carry a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison, so we do have a split verdict. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking Cassandra Ventura, but he has been found guilty on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And we're waiting for one more count, the sex trafficking of Jane. And just now the jury has decided that Sean Combs is not guilty of sex trafficking his former girlfriend who testified under the pseudonym Jane. So the jury has.
And that's 50 Cent baby mama. So 50 Cent baby mama, he didn't sex traffic her ass either. My understanding, she did the same shit. Bitch, you were on the payroll. Okay? I like having these motherfucking free calls. Cassie ass done went on and moved on and did some shit or whatever. She trying to fucking get out the fold. So I'm going to use you to show her that I can replace her easy just like that. Come through, let these niggas motherfucking dick you down and nut on you and all this other shit. And hey, get with the program. This is another testament, man. Listen. Cassie is now married and pregnant with her husband's, I don't know, whatever kid, right? Bro. Her body account is way more important than her body count, bro. Okay. All right. Yeah, they saying that. I don't see him even doing no time, bro. I really don't see it. I don't see them giving him time for the shit. Oh, she had the baby? I thought was she just pregnant or some shit? Was she pregnant? She was pregnant when the trial started, all right? So Randolph, Cassie was pregnant when the trial started, right? I'm not saying it don't matter, but one is way more important than the other. If a bitch fucking with a Diddy, they'll tell you everything you need to know. Exactly. That's what you're talking about. A bitch fucking with some Diddy type shit. Yeah, nah. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. That's why I be telling y'all, man, if she fucking with prison niggas and shit, dog, hey, syrup or jelly. If it's transferred to the prostitute, no, they're victims. They're looked at as victims, right? And it's pretty much like say the Mann Act. That's another thing too that need to be fucking that shit needs understanding what it is. It needs to be either updated or repealed. Because again, man, like I said, trying to figure out when the Mann Act started, right? That was a deterrent and pretty much made up to get niggas to not be able to fucking, deal with white women or some shit, right? All right. Being that we understand what that was, dog, simply dealing with a woman and, quote unquote, her being a prostitute. I just don't understand how the prostitute is never at fault, right? Or it's not equal, what's the name? So the John or the person that pays for the prostitute, they, prosecuted, they sought after, they got to do time, they got to pay fines, all this shit. The known prostitute, though, okay, that is the common denominator and has several interactions with the whole reason why the John exists, right? Nah, free to go. It's crazy. Crazy, bro.
It's now believed that the relationships that Sean Combs had with his former girlfriends, Cassie Ventura, and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane, were not criminal, did not involve sex trafficking. All Sean Combs has been convicted of here is transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And Kira, those did seem to be the most evident crimes that Sean Combs committed.
And what makes it so crazy is this nigga was transporting niggas. This nigga was transporting niggas. This nigga might go to jail for fucking male prostitutes. Wait, what you in here for? Hey, man. Male prostitution.
Your relationship with your children.
Oh my God.
This shit crazy, dog. But again, man, thankfully the jury understood that shit for what it was. And I think the whole Me Too movement, man, the shit that happened with come to find out with Harvey Weinstein and of course Bill Cosby. Listen, that's another, bro. We should never let that Bill Cosby shit go. For real. That shit right there, bro, was a travesty of justice, morality, and everything. Right? For the sake of what? Politics? For the sake of optics? It's just crazy to me as to how, they had finally caught Epstein, but he got himself up out of there. Yeah, male prostitutes, bro. What it was? Well, I don't think he's going to jail, bro. I still don't think he's going to jail, dog. Bill Cosby tried to change the date. Well, I don't know if it changed the dating scene. I don't think it changed the dating scene. I don't think the Bill Cosby trial changed the dating scene. I know this is a question I always had, or a problem I always had, and the issue I always had with the whole a person can't consent if they're intoxicated. or if they're under the influence. So if a person is under the influence, mind you, I'm saying person for a reason, right? But you know, person usually means woman, right? So if a person is under the influence, by law, they can't consent to sexual activity. Okay, well, what if we both under the influence? How often do people have fucking drunk sex? How often do people have sex high? It's one. Listen, man. Listen, bro. I ran across this crazy ass bitch on Twitter, bro. She is hilarious, but the bitch is crazy. She a powder head, right? Bruh, the bitch was snorting coke off a dick. Pause. She posted this shit, dog. I'm gonna say it again. She was snorting. I didn't go looking for this. Okay, it's just random shit she posts. Okay, she was snorting that powder off a pole. Definitely consenting. Nah, she like he's some type of Hispanic. But no, man, like I said, we need to reassess this thing and make it clear, cut, and dry as to where a woman doesn't have that fucking leeway that y'all don't give a man. Well, shit, hey, I felt like I was sexually assaulted. What do you mean? I drank alcohol and hey, she had sex with me. Did she force you? Well, no. Does she have to force me? She doesn't have to force me to sexually assault me. The standard should be the same across the board, and that's the issue and the problem. Men are automatically seen as the perpetrators and never the victims. Why? Because of the whole penis envy, penis power, the phallus. The phallic symbol has always been a symbol of power. This is why they make excuses like, oh, well, you must have wanted it if, you know, because a man has to, you know, he it's not like a woman. He has to be aroused. And if he's aroused, motherfucker, do you know how a dick works? Okay. This motherfucker just get hard on his own in the morning, every morning until it don't no more. That motherfucker just randomly motherfucking no, you ain't think about nothing sexual or nothing. That motherfucker, it don't take much. So you mean to tell me a bitch goddamn put her lips on this motherfucker, she rubbed that ass on there, so on and so forth, and the dick standing up, and now I can't be a victim? What? No, wait, what? Crimson Lion, what? The winemaker from Kendra G. No, who is this? Who's the winemaker? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kendra G tried. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, what was his name? And he was talking about how the girl fucking got him drunk and took advantage of him. Yeah, man. But nobody and Kendra G, like, she didn't get canceled for that shit. She's basically like, no, you didn't get. She told this man he didn't get motherfucking raped. She said that. Some shit she would never say to a fucking woman. That's how society is, man. And this is why I say when you niggas like, man, you know, that's for bitches, that's for hoes. No, my nigga, you got it, bro. We gotta get out of this machismo shit, man. Listen, bro, play fucking smarter, not harder, my nigga. All right, because if we get the law equal to where it's that way across the board, and if you're aware of domestic violence situation, they've actually changed that because they understood that so many men were getting taken advantage of. Right, and being falsely accused and having their lives fucking ruined because the bitch could just say he hit me and the cops automatically believe it off the strength. Now you find a DV charge. No, motherfucker, did you hit him? We got on the ring camera, you slapped him. You lock your stupid ass up. Or equal combatants, y'all both was fucking fighting. So hey, both of y'all gonna get locked the fuck up, but we just y'all gonna figure it out and we gonna get the fuck on. What we doing? It needs to be the way, and we need to demand it to be that way for all these sex crimes, bro. Again, I'm not saying, let me please be clear, bro. Oh, you want to save the rapist. No, you stupid bitch. Or you dumbass nigga. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if it is fucking rape, nail that motherfucker to the cross, put him in a wood chipper. Okay? Get him out of here. I have no respect for a man that's out here taking pussy. Okay? Any nigga that's got to force himself on somebody sexually, bro, is a piece of shit, coward ass nigga. Okay? Fuck him. All right? Anybody that don't like it, nigga, do something about it when you see me. That's been my stance. It'll always be my stance, nigga. And if you got a problem with that, nigga, you got a problem with yourself. Okay? Any nigga that's got to take some pussy, not even a man. Okay? You have to get it to the point of where them piece of shit niggas are the ones that are affected, not the fucking guy that's at a fucking college party and he got some drinks, she got some drinks. You go back to the fucking dorm room, everything's consensual, and now 2 days later he's fighting for his life in one of these fucking college tribunals, i.e., what was the brother's name? That what was the brother's name that made fuck. He's an actor turned producer, and he made the movie about Nat Turner. What's his name? Well, I don't think it's even about politicians at this point. Again, that's going to be a state level thing to where you Nate Parker. Appreciate you, TK. Yeah, so yeah, Nate Parker. That happened to Nate Parker, man. And it also happened to a football player. If I remember right, I want to say it was Oklahoma or some shit like that. To where the woman claimed that the motherfucker did some shit. Or no, it was Ohio. Oklahoma or Ohio. Nate Parker happened some years ago, right? And they had this fucking thing to where you don't take this even towards an actual court of law. You have to have this thing adjudicated within the court, the campus, right? And he was found not guilty or whatever because he was able to substantiate and be like, hey, this is this. But then remember, they brought it back up after the lady apparently allegedly, deleted herself and still try to blame this man, even though he proved himself innocent, right? The football player, it fucked Buddy's life up, man. And not to mention Brian Banks, right? You feel me? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That was a long time ago. I was still a kid then. I was just getting in high school. You need to review the black male 19-point political agenda, bro. Okay. Hey, shoot it to me, bro. I ain't heard about it, so shoot it to me. Just Sean Oatman played for Baylor. Myron Rowe. Listen, bro. Shout out to Myron Rowe, bro. This man, again, and this is why I say shit like this, women should be prosecuted, dog. Okay? Slander, liable, any of these things. If a woman is clearly claiming that a man did something sexual to her, sexually illegal, committed a sex crime, and she's clearly talking about a person, alluding to a person, you can prove it, take that bitch to court, sue her ass. Sue that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Sue that bitch. Shout out to Chief Rocker in the building, man. Putting a motherfucking club soda on her with the 50 ball.
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
Fantastic chat. These are the same dudes and man-hating black women that refuse to acknowledge reproductive coercion. Women can do no wrong. Keep speaking to other brothers. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. Niggas like I forget who did I say it to the other day. They was like, she stole your sperm. I'm like, yeah, nigga, she stole my fucking sperm, nigga. That's what she did. Okay. Do you understand? I know for sure in the state of California, they passed the law. If I'm having sexual intercourse with a woman okay, and I take the condom off without her consent, all right, I just committed fucking rape and I will go to jail. Without a doubt. Not even jail, prison, right? And now think about that now. Now again, I don't agree with that. By all means, that's why I say you got to be careful with this shit because women control sex and any and everything about it, right? But so if the condom break, what? You see what I'm saying? All right. Now being fucking, you know. Oh, logic. Yeah, it's out of logic. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, stealthing. It came with a term for it. A motherfucker is now a sexual predator because again, the slope get kind of slippery. You feel me? And now you're a fucking sexual predator. You gotta be a registered sex offender. But that's why you need to know your laws and you need to know the broad, nigga. You need to know who you're dealing with. You gotta be real careful out here, man. You can't just be out here fucking these hoes. Those days are over with. Okay, you hardly ever early 2000s, bro. None of this shit was going on. This Me Too shit wasn't here yet. Hey, everybody was going to the club, hooking up, linking up, doing whatever. Waffle House, IHOP, go back to the motherfucking room, go back to the hotel, do whatever. Hey, and we on our way. Right? This is why I say the social contract in the woman mindset as to where now, not only are they benefiting from the prostitute culture, then you couple that with the legal system to be like, okay, well, fuck it. I got the money from you, but now you took the pussy and I want to see you suffer because you stopped fucking with me or you did something I didn't like and all this other shit. See how dangerous that is, man? That say, buddy, they'll never know, man. Keep telling these motherfuckers, man. Nothing better. Well, no, this what I'm saying, man. I see what you're saying, JC Sniper. Yeah, I would agree. If a girl is belligerent, drunk, or whatever, yeah, no. I forgot who was saying it. Somebody was it was a guy. He just went viral for this recently, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm drunk. I don't think I should do this or whatever." And he said, "Oh, no problem. Let me get you an Uber home." She's like, "No, I'm straight. I'm good." No, bitch, you just said, okay. You verbalized and you said that you were intoxicated and you know what I'm saying, you're not sure about being over here. So no, I'm gonna send your ass home and hey, we can try again later. All right. Let's say if you fuck the bitch with a condom and she blackmail you for 5K or she would make a police report on you for taking the condom off. Well, nah, I mean, like you said, we'll see that in court. Because the wonderful thing about that is, bitch, go get the rape kit. If you understand how the vagina works, bro, if you got a condom on, it's different, right? You're not gonna have your fucking your cells within her walls the same way, right? Her vaginal walls. It'd be different. It may be like, you know, remnants, but it won't be the same as if you're having raw sex with her. Okay. But like you said, Blanco, that's a big part of it, man. In 2008, my friend got her drunk. My friend got drunk as fuck with a girl at the club, went back to her place. She woke up at 6 a.m. saying she doesn't remember anything. He was scared for months. Well, his best thing was shit. They were at her crib, so she allowed him in. You know what I'm saying? All those little details and that shit matter. Yeah, and it's crazy. You got to think about shit like that, Blanco. But again, like, you know, and I would definitely anytime if a woman ever blackmails you anything, man, that's one thing I tell y'all, bro. Keep all messages. Any woman that you're having sexual intercourse with, bro, keep messages, keep video, keep whatever. Keep that shit. Keep it. Because at any point in time, bitch can flip. That's the reality. That's the motherfucking reality we live in. Don't try to motherfucking act otherwise, my nigga. Okay?
It's an evil world we live in.
Well, Baker, man, you got to be careful with the record, right? So if you're going to record, you got to make sure it's a one-party consent state. Because if it's a dual-party consent state, now, even though you got to record it, or you have something posted up like on your door or in your house, you know what I'm saying? Put a sign outside your door. Hey, these premises are recorded, so on and so forth. As long as you got that motherfucking sign up there, everything you do within your property, hey, it's allowed. But if you don't, you got to know the law. This is how serious that shit get, bro. Well, Chef Disaster, I think that, like I said, it was a part of a humiliation ritual and to sensationalize the whole situation with the whole RICO shit. That's the flavor of the year. RICO charges for celebrities, black celebrities. Tell the guys every time you fuck the bitch, text her, let me know you made it home safe. And the next day you text her, I love the way we make love and how passionate you were. I don't know, that could be whatever. I would definitely, like I said, just keep the whole situation. But let's look at this shit real quick, man. Let me see if I can hold on. See if I can find it on YouTube. Nah, they don't got it on here. Hold on, let me see if I can Google it. Yeah, they got a video on this bitch. No, so we'll do it this way because they don't got it on YouTube. This is a case I was telling y'all about, right? This came up on IG. I think somebody might have sent it to me. So shout out to you if you sent this to me. Texas man convicted in human trafficking operation sentenced to prison. Arapahoe County on May 23rd, 2025. District Court Judge Josephine Whitfield sentenced Kenneth T. Noel, 34 years to 36 years to life in the Department of Corrections. Following a jury trial in February, Noel was found guilty on multiple felony charges related to human trafficking. Those charges included attempted human trafficking of a minor, class 3 felony, human trafficking of an adult, pimping, sexual assault on a child. So pretty much what he was doing was somebody under fucking 18, he was pimping them. Noel human trafficking operation was uncovered following a June 2020 routine traffic stop conducted by Colorado State Trooper along I-70. The trooper noticed an SUV with temporary tags driving in the left lane with no traffic around it. In Colorado, drivers on I-70 should stay in the right lane unless actively passing another vehicle to avoid road hazards. The BMW was occupied by an adult female driver, an adult male passenger, and two young teenagers in the back seat. The trooper identified the male passenger as Kenneth Noel, a Texas resident. The two female passengers in the back initially gave the trooper fake names. When questioned further, the trooper was able to identify the two teenagers as runaway juveniles. Both were 14 years old at the time of the traffic stop and told the trooper that they were on their way to Nevada to work as strippers. Jesus Christ. One of those victims also reported previously assaulted by Noel the previous night. At trial, prosecutors, and let me say this too, man. You niggas that got mad about whatever, listen, dog, y'all can eat a dick too. If you out here fucking kids, fuck you. If you make an excuse for niggas fucking kids, fuck you too. Stand on that shit. Like I said, nigga, do something about it when you see me. I said what the fuck I said. I stand on everything I fucking say. I don't run from shit. If you are a man that's out here taking pussy or fucking kids, you a bitch. Now do something, nigga, when you fucking see me if you don't like it. Hoe ass nigga. At trial, prosecutors revealed several key pieces of evidence linking Noel to human trafficking operations, including online sexual advertisements, some of which exploited the adult female driver. Further investigation revealed these sex ads appear in cities across the United States. Sadly, human trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States. Chief Deputy District Attorney Jacob Kremen said, statistics show that victims who are subjected to human trafficking at 13 to 14 years old simply will not live to see their 21st birthday if they don't escape this illegal enterprise. I commend the state trooper in this case for being observant and identifying the red flags during a traffic stop that ultimately led to the safe recovery of two teens and a third adult victim. Sentence imposed guarantees the defendant will not be able to victimize anyone else for the foreseeable future. This is the nigga right here. Friday's sentence falls just 2 years shy of the maximum sentence allowed under Colorado law. The outcome would not have been achieved without the help of the Colorado State Patrol and a criminal investigator in the 18th Judicial District Attorney's Office in the FBI. Okay, that's pretty much it, right? So this is a piece of shit nigga right here that's doing motherfucking 36 years for human trafficking, an adult woman and 2 kids. Okay. If you are doing any type of motherfucking pimping at this point, my nigga, all right, I suggest you stop. You do what the fuck you want to, but all it takes is for one hoe to tell on you. Okay? Do what the fuck you want to. All it takes is for one hoe to tell on you. Okay? Your ass is doing football numbers, nigga. They are not playing with this shit. Men are no longer going to be allowed to make any profit off the fucking sex thing. This is not even just America. This is international. My understanding is, did they recharge? Did they recharge fucking Andrew Tate and his brother again at some point in time? Didn't they recharge Andrew Tate again or some shit over there in fucking where the fuck he at? Yugoslavia or whatever the fuck? Cash Out got like that. Hey, he was doing the shit with his mama, wasn't he? The rapper Cash Out was doing pimping with his mama, right? Silencer? No, it wasn't UK. It was somewhere different. No. He didn't get charged in UK. It was like either Denmark or some other shit. I know for sure he didn't get charged in UK. He got charged in a different country. It was more of like a Eastern European country, my understanding. It was either Romania. Yeah, Romania. Appreciate you, sir. Right there you go. You Romania. That's what it was. Talking about Cash Out? That was a rapper nigga, right? Well, no, I think it's not dead. It's niggas out here clearly still doing it. I would advise against it. You don't do what the fuck you want to do. Yeah, okay, yeah. That nigga had like smoking on Keisha. Yeah, that's like Baker Man. I saw it and I was like, damn, is that him? Because I remember that story, but you know, it didn't really occur. Because there's a couple of rappers named motherfucking Cash Out or Cashing Out or whatever the fuck. But damn, they gave him life. He got life. Hey man, we got 150 people in the building, man. I don't even got 100 likes. What the fuck going on, man? Hey, like still kill. Hit the like button if you will, man. Hey, you know what I mean? I ain't motherfucking Diddy. Okay, hit the like button for me, nigga. God damn.
Take on record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Darn more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
CNC, what up, bro? What's going on with you?
What's cracking, bro? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I can't complain, brother. What's going on with you?
Hey, man. No, 100% agree with you. It's definitely it was a public hanging of Diddy. This was designed, especially since they lost all the major charges in this case. After all of this, they raided his crib. Like you said, you watch him on TV. They show you 27 different pictures of Diddy, spanning like 10 years. Like this was all designed to embarrass this man. If you can't see that, I mean, it's clear as day. Feds don't lose RICO charges, bro. They don't lose anything. And they lost this after doing this super most. Yeah, this was just he offended somebody who got friends at the FBI. And the FBI is obviously doing the bidding of people that's cool, that you know got the right position. So that's clear as day to me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's like I said, that whole aspect of it, clear, man. Like you said, you know, humiliation ritual, however you want to put it, know your place, nigga type shit. And it's just crazy to me as to where it's always the niggas.
Bro, like with the Mann Act, has anybody but black people since they made it? It was for Jack Johnson originally.
Yeah, specifically for Jack
Have they
Johnson.
charged anybody but niggas with the Mann Act since then?
I'm pretty sure they probably have, especially for any type of pimping charge, you know, going between state lines or whatever. But of note, yeah, I can't remember a non-black person that's been charged with it. No,
like
that's celebrities and shit.
Part.
No,
that's like I think R. Kelly doing time behind the Mann Act. Technically,
yeah. State transporting women across state lines for sex as a part of one of his charges too.
Man, look. A fiction writer couldn't make some of this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Definitely. Well, Lethal, what's up with you, brother? What you got for us?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for having me on, man. Yeah, I actually saw this sentencing thing today while I was at work. And his lawyer, the dude that got Young Thug, his little conditions or whatever, that dude's because I think that's the second RICO he beat in a row, huh?
Brian Steele.
Yeah, Brian Steele. That was the second one he beat in a row. But I was just reading the article before I got on here. As far as I'm talking about the sentencing guidelines that they recommend for Diddy, I mean, honestly, they not even thinking about years for him. I was just reading an article about it. So I think he probably gonna be out less than a year because he's already dead. Almost by the time he gets sentenced, that'll be like a little bit over a year right there.
Mm-hmm. No, bro, he ain't even going. I think he gonna get the Young Thug, Meek Mill, unreasonable amount of years on probation package.
Yeah,
that's what he.
Yeah.
Probably 10 years of probation, more likely than not.
Ooh, he gonna have to stay.
Because after you lose a RICO, a public trial like this, as the prosecution, you'll look goofy trying to hit him over the head with like the pettiest charge. It just won't sit well. It'll like be like a sore loser. It'll look like you was literally just trying to throw anything at the wall and make anything stick. So they gonna have to let him go at this point. You couldn't prove the actual foundation of raiding this man's crib and putting all this on TV for like how long this trial been? About a year? 2 years?
I don't think it was a year. It wasn't a year.
It ain't been that long.
No, the trial itself was only like
the trial was 7 weeks.
Well,
7 weeks.
Not the trial, but the whole situation. Like when did he first?
The whole situation might have hit a year. I don't think
he went to jail in September. That's when he got locked up, but he got raided in March.
Right.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah. So yeah, it hadn't been that long.
But yeah, yes. Go ahead, bro. Poppy, it's your turn, bro. This shit is just...
Yo, how you doing? How you doing today?
What up? What up,
bro?
Man, it's like I told you, man. The only thing they're gonna pin that boy down was on the transportation of prostitution, bro. That's the only thing. And the reason why I knew he was gonna get charged on that one is because of the tape. The tape was in LA. The security guard came into the room and he identified one of them prostitute niggas in there. So I knew they got on dead to ride on that one. Like I knew. Plus, that's the easiest charge to pin him down, and that's the only reason they even had a case to begin with. That tape.
So let me ask you this: if you pay somebody to fly in, does that count as you transporting them, or do you have to actually pay for the transportation?
No.
Go ahead.
So no. That's what I'm saying. So the flued out whole situation, that's what people was talking about, bro. That's not going to be the same thing, right? Because that was the case. Now every man that ever flies anyone anywhere, or you know what I'm saying, you fund anything, now you could be brought up on fucking Mann Act or transporting a woman across state lines type shit. So no, that shit was never going to be able to work like that. It has to be direct that, and so the woman has to. So any woman that's claiming this would be like, oh, so you're a prostitute? Is that what you're saying? If you're claiming to be a prostitute, we have a case. But unless she's admitting to being a prostitute that sells her body for money, no, it's just agreed upon terms or whatever. And I say what an act of kindness or courtesy for something that people do all the time.
But this is why this case was very important, because a lot of people just look at it from just people fucking with Diddy. No, I don't give a fuck about no Diddy, bro. But this case was bigger than Diddy, bro, especially for niggas that got money. And then the second level tier, that niggas that got something going on, right? Because if Diddy would have been found guilty, bro, this was going to be a festival on these hoes coming after niggas, bro, doing that whole sex trafficking shit, bro. All she had to say, fantastic, she's only fan worker. You know what I mean? Right? That right there put you on that bullshit. Or plan B, I get to start blackmailing you. Hey, fam, you don't want to go to court. Send me 2,000. Send me to you see what I'm saying? 5,000. Send me this. Send me that.
Mm-hmm.
So by this guy beating that, he kind of put that away, right? And so he kind of like eased, because I promise you, all these hoes was getting ready to start putting crazy ass cases on like niggas like Future and Travis Scott that always be fucking with hoes and shit.
Yeah, that's fact.
But it's so crazy, man, because in this climate we're in, it is totally, and I think you touched on this earlier, Fantastic, on this stream. It's very, you got to be very careful how you move these days, man, with these chicks.
You said what?
Because I don't know if y'all even remember.
You cut out a little bit. Can you hear me?
What's his name?
Repeat what you said.
Chopper.
We can't. Your mic going in and out. Repeat what you said.
Can you?
Yeah, your sound. I think you Borging or something.
Yeah, you Borging out, bro. You cutting out. Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Drop out and come back in. No.
Yeah. Come
on. All right. Okay, is that better?
Yeah, you good now. but now I think you got a delay. But let me get America's First Riceman. What's up with you, brother? What you got for us?
Hey, salute to you. Salute to everybody else on the panel. I'm gonna be real quick, because watching this whole there's a little feedback. Let me turn on. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, you loud and clear now.
Okay, good. Okay, so my two biggest takeaways from this whole Diddy trial and all that stuff is two things. Like, number one, I'm not quote unquote happy he got off or whatever, because I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not really invested in this stuff too much. But the main thing I can see is if they want to charge Diddy with like RICO, so even though he got off, but say if they wanted to charge him with all this crazy stuff and everything everybody was saying about Diddy, he's so evil, whatever. I'm not saying he's a good guy, not at all. But there was an infrastructure and people in place to help quote unquote these bad things happen. So the biggest thing to me is there should have been a whole bunch of other people standing next to him in that trial. That's one thing to me, and especially seeing the text from what was it, Cassie or whatever. Like, bro, like that's why I'm like, this whole I engaged in and I got this bad stuff happen to me. I'm talking from her point of view or women's point of view. Did all this stuff happen to her? She got involved in it. It was all confusing or whatever. It wouldn't have been possible without people going along with it. So that's number one to me. Like, she should have been next to him. A whole bunch of other people should have been next to him. So I'm kind of glad he got off in that regard, because they should have got hit. And then the second thing is, at this point, any woman with a star or a person, I would say, that has a alternative lifestyle, because everybody knows, whether you work in the entertainment field or whatever, if you just have like a girlfriend or wife, you stick to your family, you don't, quote unquote, do freak offs, everybody's gonna pretty much know that stuff. Okay. So if you're these other people that want to party and be proximity, especially if you're a woman, like, I'm sorry, in the future, people aren't going to be on some, we got to protect women, he's this big, huge predator. Now, obviously, if people are going around grieving people and all that stuff, yeah, of course, charge them and all that. But it just seems to me, for the last 15 years, people have been going to these abusers, getting abused, getting probably engaging in the abuse of other people, and then coming back and getting these class action lawsuits and, trying to put people in jail and all this other stuff. So from what I see is, listen, all the people involved and all these women trying to get on with this stuff in the future, no sympathy. Nobody's giving you deference in a public court of opinion. Just, to me, y'all all a part of the whole degenerate cabal. Y'all stay over there. Leave me alone. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry it's a little bit of a ramble, but I'll just leave it there.
Nah, bro. I think, like you said, it's in the best interest in making men aware of, the actual risk out here, man, of something that, I think all of us are similar in age to where we didn't have to worry about. And that's what I said, why we doing this shit. This ain't really, like I said, the silliness, the seriousness is the real part, my nigga. Like, please, man, please, brothers, you need to be, like I said, ignorance of the law is not an excuse for breaking the law or whatever. And a lot of people end up in bad situations because they don't know the law, right? Bro, if you can motherfucking remember rap lyrics, my nigga, you can remember all this other shit, frivolous shit, whatever, so on and so forth. Bro, take time and learn your state. If you have city statutes, ordinances, all these different things, so on and so forth, know the bare minimum, man. Like, know what your rights are as far as like, being able to protect yourself. Are you in a staying ground state? Do you have castle doctrine? All these different things, bro. This is shit you as a grown man are responsible and you should know, my nigga.
Fact.
Okay.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you now. I'm gonna say this to let you back in. It's imperative that we assess these situations and talk about these conversations. Shout out to Blanco. Blanco called it, like he said, exactly how they called it. And pretty much all of us saw it. The RICO was weak as shit. They overcharged. They're always gonna overcharge, right? So please understand, bro, when this shit's going down, though, Diddy has resources. You, me, and majority of niggas though ain't in the same boat. And the thing is, you get some nothing ass bitch, right? That does this shit and ruins your life. You don't even have no recourse.
Exactly.
You feel me? Ain't no civil suit to get nothing back. Your reputation is done in the bitch pole. She a pole asshole. So please, 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 man, keep records in any and everything interaction you dealing with these women, right? And if anything start going left, bro, just be prepared. Especially like I said, she's threatening you or whatever, any of this other shit, dog. Get evidence of that as soon as possible. But don't ever let a woman play around, bro, and play with your reputation.
And to add to that, bro, to add to that sentiment, bro, we also have, as black men, black men are clearly targets for this type of shit. And I think part of we know being black is part of the reason, but the other part of the reason is it's cheap and it's easy and inexpensive for everybody to pull these type of plays on us. And one of the reasons is why, because we really don't, you have to care about this even before you get caught up. You have to care about, like, that's why I even care about this Diddy case or any of the celebrity cases. I don't care about his character necessarily. As a black man like Jonathan Majors,
that's a fact.
We have to, because there's no recourse. If I was non-black and I was a female or even a white man or an Asian man, I would know if I make up fake stories on black men, he gonna go to court. It's gonna be a long trial. He might beat it, he might not. But at the end of the day, ain't gonna be no civil suit by no black version of the ACLU or nothing. They don't have black men, as long as they not getting caught up, they damn near just laugh. They'll laugh in the peanut gallery with the rest of the crowd. They don't give a fuck until you caught up, and then you gonna find yourself in court, sad face puppying like Diddy, because ain't nobody coming to save you. So as a collective, like Fantastic, you just put perfectly, we don't have no $1 billion, bro, and no 27 lawyers and all this shit.
Right.
You will go to fucking jail, bro. And only thing gonna save us is some type of collective, at least collective concern as a demographic. You cannot be giggling and laughing with the rest of these motherfuckers when niggas get caught up, bro, and then be surprised when the police or the judge don't have no sympathy for your black ass.
And another thing, man, most importantly, go to jury duty, my nigga. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is you pay taxes, you do this shit. They your job gotta allow you to do it. Your job will do you a favor if they don't, right? There's been people who done end up being able to sue their fucking job, bro, and get more money than they ever made in life because they wanted to fire them and they wanted to punish them, you know what I'm saying, or try to make them work doing jury duty, right? But you could make the difference in a black man's life. You feel me? All right. Now, of course, be just.
That's a good
if
point.
you're a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? If he's a piece of shit and he proved to be a piece of shit, put his ass where he need to be. But by all means, you could be the determining factor of someone to where the prosecution did not prove beyond the shadow of a doubt, but beyond the shadow of reasonable doubt, that he's guilty of something, especially that serious, and understanding what comes with it and being that voice of reason to be like, hey, man, well, they said and she said this is this, but this is her behavior. Cassie played a big part in this, right? And you had, I think they said it was majority men, but you had women jurors also, right? And it was like, well, no, this bitch just a hoe. She a hoe. What are we talking about?
And see, another thing.
You good? Go ahead. Lethal, you good? Go ahead. I think you got a delay. Now you borging again, man. They won't let you be great. Shout out to my man, America's First Rossman for the 5. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, bro, you borging, bro.
I didn't.
Lock up Cassie. Women are predators too. Yeah, that's what we talking about, man. We have to change that though. We have to put pressure on your local legislation, your state legislation, your all these different things to make these fucking women accountable. If a woman, bro, another thing, I got a thing coming up, bro. Are y'all aware of all these fucking women that are molesting kids now? These female teachers. Nobody's talking about this shit, bro.
Yep.
Women abusing their students is through the fucking roof. It's literally, it's not even exaggeration. Every week there's a new fucking female teacher that has did some type of sexual impropriety with a student.
Yep. And a lot of them don't go to jail, bro. If you look,
they don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So until we get this shit, man, to where again, you know, and this is against children. You feel me? So yeah, man, we have to put pressure on your local legal system and constituents and shit and be like, hey man, nah, you a motherfucking prosecutor, prosecute that shit.
Yeah. And even socially. But see, it starts socially because most of the legal system is under the impression that men, no matter how old they are, enjoy being molested.
Exactly.
Because socially, we don't say anything socially. Most men don't have these conversations out loud. Most men won't say, hey, when they see that case, that's Shorty need to go to jail or she need to be shot in the head. Because that's what they would say to men. You know, a male teacher cracking his students, everybody would be cool with us putting him on a firing squad. But then when it comes to a 10-year-old boy or a 13-year-old boy and his 29-year-old, 40-year-old teacher is texting them, you know, vagina pics and shit, men are cool with it from on the surface at least. So the legislators and prosecutors are definitely not going to charge women. So it starts on several levels. People got to, black men got to speak up about that type of shit. When you doing that episode, bro? Tomorrow?
What's today? Wednesday? Probably tomorrow before the week out, more likely than not.
Yeah, that's necessary.
Maybe
bro.
it's weekend.
Because that happens a lot more than you think, bro. A whole
Yeah,
lot.
in school, is going to happen a lot. In school, it's going to happen a lot because most of the teachers are going to be women anyway. So that's going to be a. I mean, Fantastic probably know the percentage. If I have to take a guess, I'm going to say 70% of the teachers in America are going to be women.
Yeah, 70%. You right there, Blanco. It's like 70%. 70% of the teachers.
Yeah, that's something that women do all day, right? So that right there is going. So most of if they engage in that kind of shit, it's most likely it's going to be a woman. It's a case, Fantastic. You want to do that show tomorrow? If I find it, I'll send it to you, bro. It's a case of a teacher. She was fucking a student, and the whole got pregnant. The teacher got pregnant, bro. And then Buddy, of course, he was underage. They couldn't do nothing with him. Then, as soon as the nigga turned 18, they put that nigga on child support.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit, bro.
And the crazy part, bro, the mama, his own mama, co-signed, basically forced him to be on child support for the teacher that molested.
Oh, you know about the case then?
Yeah. His own mama was like, yeah, you got to be a responsible man. But he got molested by the teacher, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Do you remember if the teacher did time? I don't remember that part. I don't even think Hunger did. I think she got fired the most.
She didn't do no time. They never do time. They get fired. They get their license took, and that's it. They don't. I don't even know if they get a charge like a pedophile charge.
Yeah, they and that's the thing. They don't even do that equally either. Right? Women are forced to be registered sex offenders, right, for doing shit against kids. Yeah, I say this again, man. For you, if you are a parent, you should be checking that motherfucking registry, bro. I'll say at least quarterly. I ain't saying you gotta do that shit every month, but if not quarterly, at least biannually, you should be checking that fucking registered sex offender.
Yeah, list. You need to know where they at. It's very easy. It's in your goddamn phone. It's in your phone.
And it's literally there. Every it'll tell you within whatever mile radius. And like I said, man, I told y'all, when I first got down here, I hoop, I play ball, and one day I just randomly went on that motherfucker to take the area, and one of the niggas I was hooping with, bro, his ass first face I see on them. Hey, he ain't cool no more, nigga.
Damn, Fantastic. Not only that, he give you an address. You have to get to his house. He give you an address where he at.
On top of that, though, watch y'all sons, bro. Talk to y'all sons that's in school. Make sure they understand that that's pedophilia, bro. Make sure watch your son. Don't pay attention to how the teachers and how the girls and how the older women is acting around your son. That shit is not cool, bro.
It's not, bro. And that's another thing. Shout out to CNC for that shit, man. Listen, bro. I know we say that shit and we joke, but that's serious business, bro. That can open that child up to a lot of fucking trauma later on in life, right?
Yeah,
They experience, that shit too early. So by all means, if an adult is doing anything to your child, bro, you feel me? Lock their ass up. And even more so, like you said, in most of these cases, the family gets a settlement for shit like that. If a teacher does something to a student, not saying we wishing it or anything by any means, but press that shit as far as it's gonna go, bro. All right? Because if it was your black ass, they would do it. We gotta stop being so fucking nice and being so, oh man, no, man, I don't wanna know, nigga. That's why don't shit change.
Exactly.
Niggas get finessed and let it go. Niggas get ran through the mud and let it go. Niggas get all this illegal shit did to them, you let it go. The bitch gonna use that same motherfucking system against you, nigga, even if she got a lie.
Fantastic. Let me give you this stat. Chew on this stat for the night. Do you know black boys have the earliest sexual debut out of any demographic at 14? Black
I heard that.
Debut is 16. So that means black boys are losing their virginity earlier than any child in America. And I don't think it's always consensual because they're 14 years old and black boys are around black girls and women more than they're around any other demographic, and their debut is 16. So just watch your sons, bro. It is real. It is not cool to be getting fucked by your teacher, bro, because that's what's happening. You're not fucking your teacher. Your teacher's fucking you if you're 14 and she's 30.
Yep.
Yeah, last week, no, was it last week? 2 weeks ago, it was this. Fantastic. You heard about this one? It's like a principal lady, or was fucking a teacher. A student. This lady, she went viral like 2-3 weeks ago.
No, I didn't hear about a principal. No. The last.
Yeah, the hunger was a whole principal, bro.
Would y'all consider molestation if the teacher 22 and your son 16?
Yeah.
According to the law, it is, bro. Yeah, it is. Anything to do with a thing. Anything to do with a thing at the end, man. I don't think that's. 19 with a 23-year-old guy. I was like, fuck it. They like at that point
18
you.
is what it is, like I said. Then it gets into the age of consent, right? But what covers that compassionate and callous, whenever they sign up to be a teacher, it's like a Hippocratic oath for nurses, right? So they're prohibited from having sexual, relations with students. That's strictly prohibited.
So they should definitely be going to jail. How are they not going to jail?
Well, I think, like you said, it depends. A lot of people don't understand this too. I think it's only, I want to say 15 states that have a age of consent at 18. So the vast majority of states, bro, is 17, 17 or 16.
I think you're right. I think the federal age of consent is like 13. The federal.
No, hell no. You're tripping.
Nah, that's some what's the name shit. I know what you're talking about. That's a different thing. That's like international shit. But even still, they're gonna lock your ass the fuck up. Remember they did the subway nigga. You can't go.
Across the board is 18 though. Federally is 18 all across the board.
Yeah. Okay, federal 18. My bad. I think it might
be
across
the board.
It might be a state that's that low.
Now, it varies from state to state, but usually it's going to be if the two people is teenage, it's going to be 16. That's more 16, more like a South thing, but the majority of the state going to be 17 at least. It's like 30 something state, like 17, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Because they're assuming it's going to be two kind of like teenagers engaging with each other. Because I know in New York, you cannot be older more than 4 years from somebody else. The same thing in Jersey too. That's just how that is. Because they got the reason I know that because that's how they got Nicki Minaj's husband. He got caught up in one of those. They got a name for that law. It's a Romeo and Juliet, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but they got like a name for that thing.
Juliet, I heard of that. Yeah.
The Romeo and Juliet law says it's like so many years of difference. I think it's usually anywhere between 4 to 6 years. I think it's more like 4.
I think it's 4.
So,
I think it's 4.
Yeah, so like that because let's say you're a senior and she's a freshman, right? You guys have a familiar pre-existing relationship because you
same building. You're in the same building. Yeah. It's like 4 years because you
Oh yeah.
technically would be in the same building, high school.
That was a big that was a big what's the name, because you know parents especially again that was another thing that black boys were suffering from unlike anybody else, as to where they were dealing with these girls, and the woman or the the parent or parents knew the girl was dealing with the boy and he was 18, so they will report him to the fucking police, and now this motherfucker facing not only a great charge, but now he got to be a fucking registered sex offender because legally he's grown,
Right.
he's an adult, even though they're boyfriend and girlfriend. You feel me? So that Romeo
Yeah.
and Juliet thing helped out a lot of boys, man, because they were weaponizing that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's real. It's real. But yeah, protect black boys, man. Protect black boys. But appreciate you letting me up, bro. I dropped that link in the back chat. Check that out.
I'm looking at it right. I'm gonna look over it tonight, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Hey, man, and greatly appreciate y'all pulling up on me. Bro, we done heard all the Diddy baby oil jokes, nigga. Get some new ones. I'm sick of you niggas in this baby oil. All right. Sentencing, probably, I don't know if they put out a date for sentencing, but more likely than not, it'll be within like a couple of weeks, if not a month or so. They were trying to get him out of there the same day, but the prosecution was like, nah, fuck out of here. So he's still gonna remain in custody until sentencing. But if I was a betting man, I would say he ends up with something like 5 to 10 years probation. I don't think they're gonna actually make him sit down and do actual time in jail. He'll get time served, and then he'll have the rest of the time on probation because But yeah, man. Damn, October 3rd. Shit. Damn, so he finna be fucking what's the name of this bitch for a little minute. He been But yeah, man, just goes to show you. Please, bro. Learn something out of these situations, right? The best the best way to learn is from stupid people and other people's mistakes. All right. You out here doing these free calls and shit and whatever. Remember, Derrick Rose. This is what I wanted to make sure I didn't pass up or forget. Y'all remember Derrick Rose got caught up in some similar shit to where him and his homeboy they was running a train on bitches some shit or whatever, and because something didn't happen that she wanted to happen with a sex toy, the bitch tried to motherfucking claim that they took the pussy, right? But luckily they either recorded it or whatever, so on and so forth, whatever, right? And he beat the charge. Bruh, this shit is not a game no more, dog. This game out here is dangerous. Protect yourself at all times. Okay. All right. Fucking ain't just fun no more, nigga. This shit is, you have to know for sure that the woman you fucking with, and that's why, just randomly jumping around and shit on outside of the STD shit, bro. You can't afford just a random accusation. All right. But yeah, man. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media, man. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on IG. Check me out on TikTok, Rumble, and of course right here on YouTube, man. Anyway, that's that on that one. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Holla, we out.